All right, so let's talk nutrition, and specifically breakfast. You think that you need breakfast. What is it about breakfast that's so important? It keeps the food industry fucking rich, all right? It does nothing for you. You don't need breakfast. What you need is a long fasting window. You need to go as long as possible in between meals because it gives your body enough time to flush out what you've eaten and burn off the food that you've eaten. Chances are that by the time you're eating breakfast, you haven't burnt off your breakfast from yesterday, or at least your lunch. You know you have carbohydrates, you have fats, and you have proteins in the body. These are merely sources of energy. That's how you gotta look at it. Your body wants to burn off the carbohydrates first. You need explosive movements to burn off carbs, for carbs to be converted into that kind of energy, okay? When that doesn't happen, and you're not burning those carbs off, it converts into fat, and that's how your ass get fat. So we wanna avoid that, all right? And an easy way of avoiding that is just bypassing breakfast altogether. I'll even recommend intermittent fasting. That is the style of nutrition that I have. I've adopted that many years ago. I don't start eating until about 5 o'clock. That's when I have my first meal, or usually my only meal. I do 1 meal a day. Some people call it OMAD. I don't say that's for everybody, but it's for me. If you can master what you eat, you can master yourself. You can master anything, because people cannot control their nutrition, their diet. Food is the #1 killer of all Americans. So you have heart disease, you have type 2 diabetes, you have cancer. These are the biggest killers in order of Americans. So if those three are bullets, the gun is food. Food is supposed to be a beautiful thing. It's supposed to be merely a source of energy. However, we've abused it so much to where it becomes a drug. You have to be mindful of these things, okay? And keep in mind this as well. The human body is a remarkable piece of technology. There was a time when it was hard to get food. Our bodies developed this capacity to have pleasure hormones going off, oxytocin and things of that nature when we ate food. It makes you feel good. It makes you feel satiated, right? It makes you happy. That only occurs so we have the motivation to go out and find food again. But we don't need that now. We don't have those issues anymore. There's no scarcity of food. You have people delivering food to you. Knowing that, you should be disciplined with what you eat. You eat way too much. Your ancestors, my ancestors, our ancestors, they probably ate a few times a week. And when they had to go and hunt, it wasn't on a full stomach, it was on an empty stomach. This is what happens when you're on an empty stomach. You have a heightened sense of alertness, your memory is better, your vision is better, your hearing is better, your smelling is better. All of these things are heightened because your body's putting itself in a position to find food, right? To be able to go out there on these long hunts with energy, with your mind intact, track down your prey, stalk it, kill it, and carry it back to your people. Then you feast. We don't have to do that anymore. However, we have to go out there and hustle. We have to go out there and make money. This is why I'm big on intermittent fasting or eating 1 meal a day. All day I'm out, working, doing all the things I need to do. I'm out on my hunt. And then when I'm finished, I go home, I can enjoy the spoils of my hunt, my reward for the day, all right? I'm sure after you eat a big meal, you're not super motivated to go out and do shit. You wanna sit down and relax and let that food digest. That's what the body needs to do. However, we live so backwards. We're eating way too much. So you wanna be mindful of that. I don't recommend eating 1 meal a day for everybody, but it's for me, okay? OMAD, or eating 1 meal a day, is just one style of fasting, is one style of eating as well, right? So, and it works for me. When I'm on an empty stomach, I just think better, right? I'm more motivated. Even back when I was boxing, days that I would spar or days that I had a tournament or a fight, I could not eat those days. It didn't feel right. It felt like I needed to go fight first and then eat. I wanted to stay in that hungry mindset. If I ate, I wouldn't feel dangerous no more. I would feel set. I will feel satiated, and that's not what you want. Not only does this have major physiological benefits, but it also has philosophical and psychological benefits as well. You want to be on that hungry mindset. There's no such thing as a full mindset. Like I said before, intermittent fasting, some people will do a long fasting window, and then they will have several meals within a shorter period of time. And that's fine too, whatever works for you. But remember this, the amount of calories you take in, if you want to lose weight, you need to burn more than what you're taking in. If you want to gain weight, you need to put in more than what you're burning off. If you want to gain the right type of weight, like building muscle, you need to put the right type of food in your body or the right fuel in your body. I don't want to hear any of this bulking or this dirty bulking or any of that shit. It's a no bueno. So check this out. So some of y'all might think, well, how can I maintain my amount of muscle mass on 1 meal a day? When you eat fewer meals, your body increases its ability to synthesize protein in a more effective manner. Protein muscle synthesis is your body's ability to convert the proteins that you're putting into your body into muscle. That's what you want to do. So when you're not eating all the time, your body automatically becomes way more efficient at taking what you're putting in your body and making it benefit you, because it has to prepare for a potential starvation or just survival, because that's how our bodies are designed. When you're eating all the time, it doesn't do that. There's no need to do that because it feels like there's always going to be an abundance of food. You don't want your body thinking that.